What is up and what is going on YouTube? This is your boy Nano141, and today I got some gameplay on the brand new map Sandbox for you. And just in case you're wondering, I did not get into the Black Ops 4 beta. The Hong Kong trick doesn't work anymore, or apparently it worked like a day before the beta. So like a day before you could actually download the beta and play it right now, but I didn't really think of that. I just thought you would download it when the beta actually started. And I don't have access to the beta, but I might be talking about it a little bit. Anyway, I wanted to show off this map because, you know, it is a brand new map. Just in case you guys maybe can't play it or haven't played it yet, I would say it is an interesting map, definitely. So I got 3 gameplays for you. No V2s or anything like that, but they were pretty decent streaks, I would say. And I just kind of wanted to show off the map. As you can see, it is kind of cool. You're playing these toy soldiers. There's like stuff moving in the background. You know, the headquarters characters, and the butcher will come out and take a magnifying glass, and actually he will sort of like set fire to the mid map, so he can actually kill you with that, which is cool but also annoying because, you know, dying from random shit on the map is annoying, just like getting stunned by some absolute rando. So the thing about this map is that it reminds me a lot, of course, of Micro, which was the picnic table map on Black Ops 3. You were also sort of shrunken down, and you had like these giant objects around you. And the thing about these maps is that they're very bright and colorful, and you know, they look cool, but I'm not so sure about the map itself. And this map took me a bit to get used to. Right now that I've played it a bit, I sort of know what to do, but until then I sort of had to figure it out. And this is that process of figuring it out, right? I was basically just camping here because I figured that this is actually a good spot to be camping at, and I did a bad play here. I mean, it was pretty random that this guy was like waiting for me or whatever. But anyway, yeah, I didn't really know what to do on this map, so I just decided to camp that one side. And as you can see here, I mean, I basically spawned and there was a dude right in front of me. So not that doesn't happen on the other maps, don't get me wrong. That absolutely is a staple of this game. But I just mean, like, you know, this map, because of its layout and stuff like that, it is a pretty random map, and I didn't actually know you could jump up here on these, like, whatever the fuck that is. Of course, somebody's always camping up top and doesn't get sniped from the other side, because of why would he? And speaking of sniping, I will actually pick up a sniper in a bit here. That seemed to work out for me, because I couldn't push up here. I couldn't camp here, and I do think I get a nice little feed with the sniper. But yeah, this is sort of the process of figuring the map out. Whenever it's a new map, it's something that you don't quite understand how it works, and that's why I hated this map at first, of course, until I figured out how you're supposed to play on it. It's kind of like, yeah, here I got a nice little quad right there. It's not a quad feed because some asshole split the feed, but it would have been a nice quad feed. And of course somebody comes up behind you because it's Cod Ww2 at the end of the day. Anyway, yeah, it's kind of like USS Texas, I would say, in terms of figuring out the map. I used to really hate USS Texas, and now it's my favorite map in the game. Once I realized how that map works, that it's all about controlling mid, you know, I can consistently get very good gameplays on that map. And if all else fails, like if we're getting hardcore streaked and shit, I can always just take a shotgun and camp in mid, and it works. You know, in one of the cabins, it's a strategy that, like, pretty much never fails. Kind of like sniping these kids with the 1903 Springfield, which is still my favorite sniper rifle in this game, you know? Despite all of them being added, and I think all the sniper rifles except for the Carabin, which I don't count as a sniper rifle, semi-automatic and it's trash, I would say that all of them are good. Every sniper has its advantages and disadvantages, but the Springfield is just kind of the perfect one for me, right? Like, it has a very good one-hit kill range, and actually that's what matters most for me, right? It just happens way too often that you hit somebody's waist or maybe their knee, And this gun will get a one-hit kill anywhere except for the foot, right? And this is the Enfield number 2 revolver with a tactical knife. And this pistol disappointed me. It really did. I thought it could replace the 1911 for me, but it just can't. I mean, it has a 2-hit kill range that extends to, I think, 15 meters, which is very, very good. But you know what, man? It just doesn't really have that magazine. First of all, 6 rounds, not really enough for my needs. And on top of that, it has a ton of recoil. And so actually, even though the 2-hit kill range extends to 15 meters, its practical 2-hit kill range is even worse than the 1911 because you can't hit shots. And if you can't hit shots, then it doesn't matter what your range is. You know, if you just can't hit the dude at those 15 meters, then it doesn't actually matter. And here I'm just picking these people off as they're trying to stun me and throw gas and stuff like that. Of course, we have specialists, so we get lookout, which is of course a godsend of a perk. So I can see the red names at the distance right here. I know when to peek. And yeah, this is what I usually do when I can't figure out how the map works. I will try to secure one area, which yeah, it is a fancy way of saying I'm going to camp. And then when I get comfortable with that one area, I might branch off to other parts of the map. Here you gotta go prone because I was under heavy fire. Sometimes you gotta just gamble it and hope that they don't throw grenades, which in this case they didn't. And don't worry, there are more gameplays in this video, so you will see other parts of the map except for this one here with this fucking rubber ducky and this submarine or whatever the fuck it is. And I believe you may have seen the Butcher actually pull out the magnifying glass a little bit earlier. It's not something that ever kills me, but it does sort of sometimes make me nervous if I'm running through mid and that dude is there. It can be annoying. I am going to have a gameplay with the AVS-36. That is the new, well actually it's not new. It came out a while ago. It is the fully automatic rifle, the fully automatic adaptation of the SPT-40. 3-shot kill at a very respectable range, so we're going to be seeing that. And they actually added 3 new weapons with this event. They added the Mosin-Nagant, the Ribby Roll submachine gun, as well as the Automaton rifle. And I actually got the Ribby Roll. And that's funny because that's actually the best weapon of the 3 that was added. It is a submachine gun that basically has the exact same stats as the grease gun with rapid fire. So very steady recoil, good 3-hit kill range, good iron sights in my opinion. So I do really like the Ribby Roll. I don't think I have any gameplay on this map because I don't think this is a good submachine gun map. Here's that AVS-36 I was talking about with the watermelon camo. You know, we gotta show off those new camos. And yeah, I will have gameplay with the Ribby Roll a bit down the line. And I hope to get the other weapons as well. This guy just came out of nowhere, honestly. I have no clue where the fuck he came from. But yeah. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about Black Ops 4. But because even though I didn't get into the beta, I saw some gameplays last night on Drifter's stream. And I'm very worried about the game, to be honest with you. You know, when I watched it on E3, it looked very, very good. It looked fun. It looked like Black Ops 2, which is one of my favorite Call of Duties of all time. But right now that I'm looking at it, first of all, the TTK is through the roof. Like, it honestly takes 6 shots with a rifle to kill somebody. It is crazy how high the TTK is. On top of that, there is so much random shit. There's like, you're gonna be pushing a lane, and then this shit right here, what you're seeing on the screen, this rando, that happens in that game all the time. But it's not like somebody sneaking up behind you. It's a situation where basically you go to an objective and suddenly you're taking damage. From what? From fire breaks, fucking radiation. You get stunned by a drone on the ground. you get killed by the 7 different trip mines that exist in this game, right? Like, there's so many random things in the game. Nomad has like this pit bull that follows him around, and it takes like 20 shots to die. So that's one of those things that's gonna basically end your streak, where there's not a lot you can do to actually prevent it. And that's just kind of the whole gist of the game from what I've seen. Just a lot of shit that you can't prevent that kills you. The TTK makes going on streaks very difficult. Now that could be just because it was a Drifter stream and he's, let's say, not maybe the best player in the world, but still, you know, it still looks very hard to go on streaks. I mean, the people that played the beta were sweaty as fuck, and I'm not sure if that's going to be indicative of the whole game, because, like, you know, Black Ops, like, that's the thing about it. Treyarch games are sweaty as fuck, right? Black Ops 3 is by far the sweatiest Call of Duty in the last 5 years or so, and before that it was Black Ops 2. This game right here, World War II, this was sweaty as fuck on launch because of skill-based matchmaking, but then when Michael Condrey left, then they took out the skill-based matchmaking, and now it's a very enjoyable game. I have a feeling Black Ops 4 won't be like that. I have a feeling that Black Ops 4 will be very sweaty and annoying. I will of course get the game, no doubt about that. I will try to post gameplays, but the optimism level just isn't really there. And that's kind of sad to say. Of course, I can't really judge it because I haven't played it yet. But just from what I've seen compared to E3, the footage that I'm seeing right now compared to what I saw at E3 is just so different, right? That I don't really know what's happening with that game. We're just going to have to wait and see. And this right here is me showing you the other sides of the map. There's like a can here. There's a little plastic tank on the right. This is the Butcher using his magnifying glass to burn mid-map. And yeah, it is a cool map. Definitely, that guy right there almost killed me. Very shady gunfights. But that's what happens with this gun, you know, because it has such a slow rate of fire that if somebody like runs past where you're aiming, then they can actually kill you. And this gun, honest to God, it's the best 3-shot kill rifle in the game, but that doesn't mean it's good. Honestly, the 3 best rifles in this game are the STG, Folk, and the Bar. And honestly, yeah, in my opinion, like, none of the other rifles are worth using over those 3. They contain everything you may need. So yeah, this gun here, it's cool, it's usable. You can get some cheeky long-range kills, but it's not practical. I would never use this over a Folk. In fact, I would never use it over any of the 3 guns I actually mentioned. And right now we're getting streaked a little bit. But that's okay. This is random as fuck. The gunfight was random. This dude running was random, and I had to watch the kill cam. I mean, that was just like, no comment on that. How the fuck did that dude know I was there? I don't even know. I don't even think he knows. He just kind of guessed it. Got lucky. And there seems to be a lot of that in Black Ops 4. There will be. Like, this guy just turns around for no reason. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, Black Ops 4. We'll see. I have no problems playing this game for another year, honestly. If Black Ops 4 turns out to be shitty. Because, like I said, you know, they really did a lot to improve this game. Make it very fun. I got almost all the DLC weapons, so of course that will also prolong the longevity of the game. And other than that, I want to shift our focus onto the Days of Summer event that is live right now across multiple games. It's live on World War II, on Infinite Warfare, and also on Modern Warfare Remastered. So yeah, this event right here is proof for me that Call of Duty definitely has what it takes to remain relevant throughout the year, right? If they could just pump out these events more frequently and at this scale, then this game can fully last longer than even 1 year. I think a lot of people have been advocating for Call of Duty to have a longer lifespan than just 1 year, because, you know, just when you've unlocked all the weapons, a new Call of Duty is out. That's what happened to me with Advanced Warfare, with Infinite Warfare, and now with this game as well. I'm just starting to enjoy it right now. I play this game every day, and guess what? A new Call of Duty will be out in 2 months. So that's a little bit unfortunate. What this event here proves is that all the Call of Duty devs really need to do is just make these events where you get new weapons. There are ways to get the weapons. They put some kind of a new map together, you know, some fun game modes. That's really all we're asking for, right? Just something to keep people coming back. And actually, I checked the player numbers on like the leaderboards. New content brings people back. That's always the case, right? In Warframe, you get about 40,000 people playing every day, but when a new patch drops, that number jumps to 120,000. I checked the monthly leaderboards on this game. It was 240,000, right, before this event, and then I checked it a couple of days ago, and it's 3 million or so, or 2.5 million, something like that. So that's a huge jump in numbers. And that just sort of proves that it's not necessarily the case that people don't play the game, that the game is dead. It's just a case that people don't play a game that doesn't have any new content in it. And this right here is a nice little quad feed that I get with the bar. One of the 3 best guns, best rifles in the game, as I've mentioned previously. Definitely worth using, even after all these nerfs. But yeah, this game is not dead. It just needs that spark to get people back, to keep people invested in the game, right? This event was it. I imagine there might be another event for DLC 4, and then we're gonna get Black Ops 4, which, by the way, yeah, I believe in my previous video I said, let me just see this gunfight. Yeah, it was random as fuck. This dude just whatever. In the previous video, I believe I said DLC 3 2 months ago, but actually I was wrong. DLC 3 released somewhat recently. We still haven't gotten DLC 4, which is very, very strange. Usually DLC 4 launches around October, and I don't know how that's gonna work. I mean, are we literally gonna get the last DLC when Black Ops 4 launches? Like, they did not plan it out well enough at all. And Sledgehammer Games is way behind on that DLC schedule. I mean, I don't care because I don't actually have any of the DLCs and I don't want them. But yeah, it just sort of goes to show you that the Season Pass is a scam. Like, the Season Pass is not worth buying whatsoever. It just makes your lobbies 20 times worse. It gives you maps that are usually bad. And on top of that, look how late the map packs come. Like, it's August and you still don't have DLC 4. And if it launches in, let's say, September, let's say it launched in September, right? Which it probably won't. It'll probably launch in October. If it launches in September, it's going to launch in September on PS4. You're then going to have to wait 1 more month to play it on Xbox and PC. So, yeah, basically DLC 4 doesn't even have to release at this point because there's no point, right? It's going to come out when Black Ops 4 is out. No one's going to care about it. Right. And that's basically all that I really have to say in this video. This map is interesting. It is cool. I got used to it. I realized that you can actually control this area over here right in front of their spawn. You can't get sniped. You have a very good head glitch behind this box here. You can watch left side. And once I figured this map out, I was definitely able to get much more success on it, so I might upload more gameplays on Sandbox. Anyways, folks, that's it from me. If you quit COD Ww2, come back to at least try this map out. You might just like it. I thought it was pretty cool. You need a few matches to get used to it. This event is very cool. It's a really nice event that they put together. I want to see what Black Ops 4 has in store, but it's not looking very good. Anyways, folks, that's it from me. This is your boy Night Owl, signing off.